Hello my lovely, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to do a little walkthrough of my Hobonichi Weeks. This is my first time using this planner, and I've started using it since December, and I thought it would be a good time to do a little walkthrough of the spreads that I've been creating, as well as my first thoughts. So if you're interested, let's just jump right in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Seppi, and I share with you simple and practical tips to live a happier life. And one of the ways that I love to stay on top of my life and my habits and everything in between is through journaling and planning. So if you're interested in that kind of content, make sure to subscribe to my channel. So today's video is an initial walkthrough and review of my Hobonichi Weeks. I've been using it since December, and if you saw my 2023 planner and journal lineup, then you would know that I already had reservations about the Hobonichi Weeks. So here's a little glimpse, here's a little walkthrough of my setup, which is, I find a little bit incomplete, which is why I haven't done more of a video of it already so far. So I don't know, it's a little bit incomplete. I'm still having mixed feelings about it. So here we go. So this is a Hobonichi Weeks. I got the clear cover with it. I had done an unboxing with it. I added this little flap in here to hold things, but I don't really add anything. I leave some stickers in here. I also bought these beautiful holographic monthly tabs from a shop on Etsy. I will leave the link to that in the description box. I really think they're so pretty, so that's something I do love. So I created just like a little, I don't really like how it looks, honestly. I've been doing arts journaling and I didn't like how this turned out, but this is my little intro page. I didn't add anything here. I know a lot of people cover it up or whatever. I didn't have anything that I liked that I wanted to add here, so it's blank. Here I wasn't sure what I was going to track. I was going to track 1 word a day, steps. Haven't done it because I feel like I'm tracking a lot of different things in a lot of different journals, so I figured I don't want to track anything more. Here I wanted to track my business progress in terms of like my Etsy shop, in terms of like my revenue, profit, etc. But I have a bullet journal specific to my business, so I might switch that out. So this is a monthly overview. I had initially thought I wanted to do 1 line a day. Fell off the bandwagon. Not great. Even here I wasn't sure if I should add my monthly goals because I already do that in my bullet journal. I wanted my system to be a lot more simple and a lot more straightforward, not to have to update 5 different things for the same thing. So when it comes to my monthly goals, I already do that in my bullet journal, so I don't think I'll be doing that moving forward. This is my January spread. I figured I would put more in just like appointments and things to pay attention to, like days where I have to go to the office or like my parents' anniversary, so I'll know there will be family events happening around there. So this is the spread for the month. It's very simple, very basic. I'm not really like enthralled with it, but it's okay. So that's the monthly spreads, and I already added in important dates, so birthdays, the day of the anniversary of my grandmother's passing, important birthdays of my best friend's daughter, so my cousin's kid. So I've already entered important dates throughout the year. So then if we move forward to after, so I did do a walkthrough of the Hobonichi Week, so if you want to watch that, I'll leave the link in the little up here. So this was the first week that I actually used this is my first ever weekly setup for my weeks. So I usually put a lot of information in my planner, my daily to-do list, my weekly to-do list. I have a business, so I have my business to-do list, my life to-do list. I have a mini habit tracker, so I have a habit tracker in my bullet journal, but I like putting a mini tracker to also remind me of the important things that I want to focus on. Also my exercise plan, and I like to cycle sync my nutrition, so I always check what time in my cycle I am, and I put in the foods that help support my body during my cycle. If you want more information on that, let me know, but that's a bit more feminine health. And then I have my daily to-do list, and then if I have like specific appointments, I put it here. So on first thought, it's too small for me. This planner is too small for me. I was cramming in, and you'll see the same thing. I felt as though I was cramming in so much in the same page, and it just felt super crowded and just not pleasant. That's my initial thought with the Hobonichi Weeks. As much as I was excited to use it, and I think that some elements are great, like adding in those little lines, so you can add lines either here or here. You can, there's a grid here that you can create a table. Although I like some of these elements, I think this planner is way too small for me. I need more space to put all my to-dos and everything that I need to get in every single week, and it just becomes too crowded, and I don't like it. Like even here, I just feel like I would end up not even using the daily to-do list. I would end up using my brain dump journal, where I would end up writing my daily to-do list in here instead of actually using my planner. So anyway, I'm gonna continue. Like, this was a little bit better because I removed some of the stuff from the to-do list, from the weekly spread. So I didn't put in like the cycle syncing information, which I have in the back. I'll show you after, but I tried to remove some elements. I did want to make sure I track, my movement, the appointments, but then for the to-do list, the daily to-do list, I included it in just my brain dump journal, and that I think helped clear it out a little bit. But again, this is way too small for my needs, I think. So this is another weekly spread, kind of went with the same thing, tracking what steps I did, what exercise I did, some of the appointments and stuff happening. This was, I believe, last week. This is this week's spread, which isn't horrible, honestly. Like, it's not that bad. It's just, again, I'm cramming into like reminders of things I need to get done tomorrow, and it just feels a little too small for my needs. Now, the only other thing that I added in the planner, and I think because I'm so used to the bullet journal system, it's like I wasn't too sure how to use some of the elements in this planner. So I did include, like I mentioned, I do cycle sync with my cycle to better understand my body as a woman. I think it's super important. But so the only other spread that I have in here is this, to help me understand what's going on in my body during my different cycle phases, and how to support myself, and understanding what movement is better during that week, what foods will help me process my hormones and estrogen. That's really the only thing I added at the end of this. So as you see, it's like, I feel like I'm not, like, I had ideas about what to add in, like, favorites, like the 100. See, I just remembered that I was supposed to do this. Did I practice self-love and compassion today? So this was like my 365-day check off. Clearly I haven't done that, and we are on the 14th of Jan today. So my initial thoughts is, I think it's beautifully crafted, although I did find the paper, although it doesn't bleed through per se. I think the issue that I have is that, like, it's too thin, and then sometimes, like, when you'd write, your hand would like fold. Do you know what I mean? It folds the paper, and I'm not crazy about that. I like the paper to be a bit thicker. The journal's a little bit too small for my needs, and I don't know. I ordered a Hobonichi Cousin, the daily planner, so I think I'm gonna move over there for the rest of the year in terms of my weekly and daily schedule. And for this, I think I'm going to use my Hobonichi Weeks for my health tracker, to track my cycle, how I'm feeling in my body, as well as, what I mentioned, the cycle syncing with the nutrition, etc., the steps. So I think this is going to be more of a physical health planner, but we'll see how that goes, because like I said, I think I'm used to using a planner just for schedule and to-do lists, and I'm used to using my bullet journal for goals and tracking. So it's like this is where I do my journaling. I'll show you my my habits, my habit tracker as well, and my goals. So that's what I use my bullet journal basically more. And so I need a planner that can help me fit my needs and have more space. So we will see how this goes. If you have any suggestions or ideas of how to use my Hobonichi Weeks, please let me know. I don't want this to go to waste. I don't like empty planners or journals. So let me know if you have any suggestions for me. Moving forward, I'm waiting for my Hobonichi Cousin daily planner so I can use that instead. I will do an updated video. I don't know, maybe I'll do a walkthrough of the setup of my Hobonichi Cousin, but I will definitely do a 6-month update in June to show you how I'm doing and how that's progressing. But that is my walkthrough of my Hobonichi week so far, my initial thoughts as a first-time user. I hope this was helpful. If you've been thinking about buying the Hobonichi Weeks, hopefully it doesn't deter you from the brand, but just to, depending on your needs, this might not be the right fit for you, or it might be the right fit for you. But I find for me, I have a business and a daily to-do list, and I track a lot of things with my self-care, workouts, food, daily tasks, and daily habits, and I found that this was a little bit too small. So hopefully this was useful information for you to make an informed decision on whether to buy this and how to maybe you did get a few ideas on how to use it. If you have any suggestions for me, of course, let me know. But otherwise, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you a lot of love. Bye for now.